Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to Swish Life Garage. Today guys, I want to present to you another project that's going to be on this channel. It's something I really want to get on the road very soon and use it as my daily, so you can see it as soon as the next upload, already starting to work on it. As some of you may know, I've had an accident in my EK sedan Civic, and I've really been looking for another sedan, but I haven't found one as of yet that's within my budget. But I've still been looking at other cars that have been on the market. I'm never really looking to spend my money, but I'm looking to transform my money. Now I found this project here. I think it's pretty unique. I think it's definitely going to be a collector here in the upcoming future. It's going to save me money on gas, and it's going to get attention, probably not in the ways that I'm used to, but it's something unique and fun to drive, and I think I'm really going to have a good time with this one. So let me go ahead and show you what I bought here. Feast your eyes on it. It's a 2001 Honda Insight. This one is funky for real, man. I've always known about these. I've seen them in the Honda Tuning magazine, you know, all souped up with K20 and what have you, with wheels lowered. And this was back in about 2005. It's something not too popular. Not a lot of them were out here. It's not always on my mind. It's just kind of every once in a while. So when this popped up and I saw the price, I was like, man, this one is tempting for real, man. And if you guys don't know, this is the first hybrid that they ever came out with before the Prius and all that. This one got crazy gas mileage. I think it was listed about 50 to 70 miles per gallon with the battery. I don't think any other gas electric car has ever beat this. It's just real different and it's unique. So that's the reason why I chose to buy this. I think it's a great time to purchase one, and one in this condition, I really couldn't let it go. It was just sticking on my mind, and I finally just had to purchase it. So let's do a quick walk around. A lot of the body parts are plastic. Of course, the bumper, fenders, the hood is aluminum. The doors, I believe, are aluminum as well, but we do have metal in the quarter panel and on the roof. It's a real small car, about 1,800 pounds, and it's just a two-seater. It's pretty different, especially with the wheel coverings here on the side and the back, and it's actually more narrow in the back than it is in the front, and that's just so it's streamlined to get max fuel efficiency whenever driving. Of course, you got the downforce and you're fighting against the wind and stuff, so try to reduce all of that in order to up the gas mileage. It is missing the lower trim here for the bumper, which I do have right here, so I do have that already. Paint isn't the best on the rear and on the covers. You see the cover is like a different color red than what's painted here. It does look like it has been painted previously. You see how much orange peel is on there, and as well on the bumper throughout the car here. Rear bumper is pretty faded. Probably try to fix that myself, but you could tell from the back, kind of looks like a CRX, a CRZ. I've always liked the CRX, so I think that's probably one of the reasons why it kind of goes to my liking, just because it kind of has that similar shape to it. And on the driver's side, probably the only body damage that I can see is going to be on the door. A little bit dented in, it looks like, but not really too bad there. It is missing the A-pillar trim, but he did include another one, so I could try to get it on there. And a lot of times they do break. I did research it, especially whenever you're trying to change out the windshield. The trim pieces need to come off. A lot of people don't know how to take it on off, and they just end up breaking all of the clips and never putting it back on. So this windshield does have to be replaced. I am going to have to take off the other side. More than likely I'm probably going to break it myself. And check the wheels on out. These are original Insight 14-inch wheels. The shape of them is for the max MPG. The air rushing through, it's not going to get caught in between the spokes and slow the car on down, presenting more drag onto it. So in my opinion, these are pretty cool just because of that reason. I really haven't even gone through the car myself. I just kind of towed it, pushing on back here, and just left it alone, and now just start recording it. To achieve the amazing gas mileage, it only has a 3-cylinder 1-liter engine, and the motor itself, from what I've heard, weighs about 175 pounds. As well, the transmission, this is a manual transmission. The gears inside of it have holes on them in order to help maximize the weight savings, and with the rotating, everything rotating, moving whenever you're driving, it's going to be less mass and less to move, so that's going to help with the gas mileage. So this specific car, I've been told that it overheated and the coolant and the water has mixed together. If we check the oil dipstick, I checked it myself and it looks real milky, if you guys can see right there. So I don't doubt that it has mixed together. This motor would have to be taken apart, inspected, and probably rebuild some things, especially the head, in order to get it on running. But with the purchase, they did include another motor from an Insight that a tree had fell on. The Insight was automatic, so that's a good thing. You know, firstly, they're not really going to be too rough on an automatic, and these have real low horsepower. It's not like you really can be too rough. I believe it's about 67 horsepower, so not like you're going to go crazy on it. And if I was to take a guess, it probably had a responsible driver within its lifetime. So it did include the other motor, has 175,000 miles. This car itself has 220,000 miles, which is pretty low for an Insight, because many people throw tons of miles on these. You guys can expect videos of me taking out this motor, getting the other one prepped up, dropping it on in, and trying to create this my daily. I think I should be able to get it on the road fairly quickly. And me myself, I probably drive a little bit more than the average driver, so it will save me money. I should be able to see the difference month to month, and I'm pretty excited for it. Take you guys to the interior on the driver's side. Door panels, they're pretty basic, kind of remind me of like the 350Z, you know, a lot of plastic on it. But you have your basic just door handle, lock. I noticed this lock doesn't work on here, so I will have to get that fixed. The interior of this car is pretty unique in my opinion. From what I hear, this was made in the same factory as the NSX and S2000, so they might have some similar aspects to them. If we notice on the dash, it does have a digital cluster. I don't have a battery in it right now, so you're not able to see it at its full extent being lit up, but it does have a digital cluster, kind of reminiscent to the S2000, and as well some of the paneling. If you look at the steering wheel, very similar. Also, it's a little bit more chunkier, it looks like, and it's not leather wrapped, but it's pretty nice honestly for a hybrid to look this sporty. And as I mentioned, this is manual. It is a 5-speed, and it does still have the factory radio, so that's pretty good to see. By just seeing that itself kind of lets you know that this car has had some mature drivers for the most part. And it does have a factory auto climate. That's something pretty cool to see, especially in 2001 for the US cars. I know the JDM cars had, for the most part, always had an auto climate, but for one in the US, pretty cool to see in here. A little downside on the interior, not too bad of a downside, but the covers on these seats are aftermarket. Usually they have a cloth outer to them, and pretty much the same color, but it would just be cloth. Yeah, I would like to get the original, or maybe some JDM seats in here, or something different, maybe S2K. I've seen different pictures and stuff, so it kind of gives me something to work off of. These cars did not come with a sunroof. We just have an interior light and the sun visors. Passenger side here, it's nothing too much in here. We just got the glove box, which is your typical EK glove box size, and something kind of different on these seats. You don't have your little side handles to recline. These are actually on the inside here. And right here, I do have the A-pillar trim that was included. Here, if I recline the seat back, nothing much. You just have this wall here, which behind here you would have your hybrid battery system. And they have already cut out or got in the speakers for here. They did not come factory. That's something you would have to add yourself. And you have your little storage, little net here. That's all you basically have. We'll go ahead and take a look at the back hatch. Just have a little bit of storage. I mean, you can fit some stuff in here, some groceries if you have to. This is not really something you're going to be going to Home Depot in and trying to load it on up, obviously. But you also have some extra storage down here. I guess basically would be your trunk. Give you some extra space. You could put pretty large backpack, maybe a little cooler in here, and then have some other space on in here if you really need to stick something on the inside. And your spare tire, if you guys have it, it will be down in the very bottom there. This other paneling, like I said, is where the hybrid system will be in. I'm not sure if this one has it. I know they said it wasn't functional. I'm not sure if the internals are still all in there. That's something I'll look in a later time. Other than that, that's all that is back here. It's not really too much. This again is supposed to be a car that is meant for gas mileage. You're not really going to be doing too much in here other than just trying to save gas. I think it's something cool, it's something different. I can make it my own. There's some potential here. I think I can mod it, but not mod it too much. I'm not trying to do something stupid, something crazy on here. It's just something to make it a nice daily driver, something cool to look at, and maybe take to some meets every once in a while. Now, this car does have its little issues. You know, it's not perfect, but I think it's something I could get running, something with AC, all the necessities working, and get me around through the city. Just need to get it running, fix the little things here and there, and just treat it as a normal car. A lot of times I'm always trying to dump money and then do this and do that. But this is just really something. I need the AC working, I need the engine working, transmission, and just focus on the maintenance and basics of the car. This is the type of car I could just have and chill on and just keep it as a reliable daily. You know, maybe down the road I might buy some other cars, some other parts, and I might go crazy on it. But as of now, I'm just trying to experience the Insight for what it is and just experience the platform and the community it has behind it. There it is, guys, the 2001 Honda Insight. It's just something different. You know, it's just not something you see every day. Some people honestly haven't even seen one in their lifetime. So I know it'll make some car people turn some heads, but you know, it will also make the older generation look and wonder what type of car that is. So it's just not your average car, and that's the reason why I purchased it, honestly. I do want to give a shout out to the seller that sold me the car, JR. I appreciate you looking out for me. You know, this is the type of stuff I'm into, and it's going to be in good hands. And if it ever leaves my hands, it's just going to go somewhere else where it could continue to live on and be a part of the community. I want you guys as well to let me know what you think of the car down below in the comment section. I'm excited to hear your guys' opinions on it. Now, if you guys as well want to click down below in the description box, I do have a link to my Etsy. If you guys want to purchase any merch or decals, I might have posted on there. But as well, I do have a link to my eBay. I have some personal items and some car parts I don't use, so you guys can look through it. If you guys need anything, you guys could definitely message me. That's going to be it for this video on presenting the Insight to the channel. You know, this is something new, something different to me. I really don't have too much knowledge on, so you guys are going to learn along the way with me as I post these videos and hopefully keep you guys entertained on this build. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed and check out some of my other videos. I have a ton of other projects and a ton of other videos you could go through. That's going to be it for this video, guys, so I'm going to have to catch you on the next one, playa.